the substance, it is a substance which take part in a chemical reaction, which take part in a chemical reaction. Now what about product? Your product is very simple. The substance which is formed, you have to understand one part, the substance which is formed, the substance which is formed is called product. Okay, got the point? These two things are very much important in any kind of chemical reactions. Understood, student? Example, take this plus O2 gives rise to MgO. Okay? Here you have to understand that oxygen you have 2, here magnesium you have 1. So this portion, whatever you call it as reactant. Okay? This portion you call it as product. Okay? Now you can call it as reacting, or you can call it as reacting species. Reacting species. That left hand side part you call it as reactant, this right hand side part you call it as a product. Understand the concept. Now here is enough, got the point, but you have to balance it. How you will balance? That is a very much important thing. See students, Mg, either there you have 1 Mg and here also you have 1 Mg, balanced. But here you have to understand, here you have got magnesium oxide, O. But what about here? You have oxygen molecule, very much important. This is a molecule and it is magnesium oxide. Okay? Now, here you have 2. What you will do? You multiply it by 2. 2 into oxygen is 2 oxygen. Here you have 2 oxygen. Oxygen is balanced. Now come to magnesium. Here you have 2 magnesium. There you have 1 magnesium. What you have to do? Multiply by 2. So if you multiply by 2, entire reaction will be balanced. Okay? So this is a simple example for chemical reaction. Now what about chemical equation? Very much important concept is equation. See, let me tell you an example. My name is Sanjay Gowda H. It is a very big name to someone to call. That is why every time we cannot write the full name. So instead of saying Sanjay Gowda H, we call it as SGH. SGH. It is a short form. Now here we are representing this thing in the form of symbols. In the same way, if you are representing a chemical reaction in form of symbols, such a reaction is called as chemical equation. What is a chemical equation? The symbolic representation of a chemical reaction is called as a chemical equation. Understood, students? We have to understand that what changes occur during the process of a chemical reaction. Now, the first point is, the question how they will ask is very much important. Identification of a chemical reaction, or the what changes does a chemical reaction involve. That is a very important part. Now there are few changes which involve in a chemical reaction. The first one is change in state. Next is change in temperature, change in color, evolution of gas, formation of precipitate. Here in change in state you can see that hydrogen is a gas, oxygen is a gas, and it is getting converted into water. So gas is converting into water. So that is what you call it as change of state. The state has been changed from liquid to water. Very much important. Next, change in temperature. For change in temperature, I've written the calcium oxide plus H2O gives us to calcium hydroxide. Now this calcium oxide is also known as quicklime. Quicklime. Every time this question is very important, students. They'll ask you quicklime. And calcium hydroxide is slake lime. So in one mark question you may get that. What is quicklime and what is slake lime? In quicklime, when it reacts with water, it is getting converted into slake lime, which is hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, and the large amount of heat is getting released. Now in changing temperature, there are two terms. One is becoming hot and one is becoming cold. The becoming hot, what you call it as? Exothermic reaction. The reaction is very vigorous, happening at instant. Okay? Now, in changing temperature, there are two types of reaction. One is exothermic reaction, another is endothermic reaction. Now, what is an exothermic reaction? The exothermic reaction is nothing but the reaction in which heat is released. Try to understand, it is evolved or it is released. Such a reaction is called as exothermic reaction. Now what about endothermic reaction? The endothermic reaction is nothing but when heat is absorbed, the heat is getting absorbed, such a reaction is called as endothermic reaction. So what are the examples for exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction? The exothermic reaction, you can give the example of digestion of food and conversion of quicklime into a slaked lime. That is an exothermic reaction. Now what is an endothermic reaction example? You can give photosynthesis, electrolysis of water. So these are all the example of exothermic and endothermic reaction. Got the point, students? Next we go to change in color. So when the chemical reaction occurs, the color changes. It might be from brown to green, brown to blue, any kind of sort of things. See, here I have taken the example of iron. Iron, when it reacts with copper sulfate solution, when it reacts in copper sulfate solution is blue in color, it is getting converted into blue-green. Iron sulfate, FeSO4 plus copper. Next we go on to evolution of gas. Evolution of gas has to be about, some gas has to be about, it might be hydrogen or it might be carbon dioxide or it might be nitrogen, any gas. If gas evolves or gas releases, such a reaction we call it as evolution of gas. Now we have taken an example of zinc plus H2SO4, which is aqueous solution of sulfuric acid, then zinc sulfate, you are getting zinc sulfate plus H2, hydrogen gas is getting evolved. Such a reaction, it comes under the evolution of gas. Now the last part we move on to the formation of precipitate. Now what is a precipitate? Very important question. Now what is a precipitation reaction? The precipitate is nothing but the insoluble substance. The insoluble substance in a solution is called as a precipitate. So you will have a solution, like it might be any kind of solution. In that kind of solution, the solid substance which is formed, it will not dissolve. Okay, that non-dissolvable substance which is formed, you call it as a precipitate. Now let us see the formation of precipitate in example. PbNO3, lead nitrate, reacting with potassium iodide, Ki. Okay, then it is converting into lead iodide, which is PbI2, which is an LOPPD, which is not soluble. Next, KNO3, potassium nitrate. And these are the very important reactions. It will come in examination and you have to understand the concept properly and you have to write all of this. Okay, thank you, students.